for others to come in. Let all might be muted and wait for others to come in. Okay. Now just 2 people in the room. Let's wait for others to come.
Hello, mentor.
Please, let all might be muted.
Sorry?
Let your mic be muted. It's normal when you just come in, you have to mute your mic.
All right,
Please, you're called to talk. Please.
Hello.
Please mute your mic.
Oh, I'm so sorry, mentor.
And please, who's the leader here? The leader, please unmute your mic and talk to me. The leader? The leader, please. Hello? The leader, please. Hello?
Hello, mentor.
Yes. Who is the leader? Hello? The leader?
Yeah, it's me, mentor. My name is Emmanuel.
Are you the leader? Hello?
Yes, Zima.
The leader should talk to me, please.
Yes, sir, Emmanuel. Yeah, I can hear you, mentor. I can hear you. Can you hear me, please?
Why are you using a different name? You use a different name everywhere. How do I know you? You're using a tire protector from here. I don't know. How do I know you? Why using different names? You stick to a name.
Mentor, are you talking to me? I can't hear you well, please.
Yes, please. What's your name? Your name, please.
Oh, okay. My name is Emmanuel. My name is Emmanuel. This is the email I registered with.
Well, why do you have
This is the email I registered with on the guidance school. Email for Impact is the email on my P.
Why do you have to use different names everywhere? Why? You're getting everything so confusing.
Sorry, sorry about that, Mentor. It's because that's the email registered on this phone on my app.
Okay. Sorry. Who are the presenter?
Sorry, Mentor, you're breaking. I didn't hear that, please.
Who are the presenters?
Okay, yeah, myself, Emmanuel, myself representing Onya Chukwemeka will be presenting as well, alongside Victor.
Okay, send a copy of this to me personally right now. A copy of this on Skype.
Okay, sir.
You hurry up.
Okay,
Okay. Don't worry. I think I have a copy of it. Okay.
Okay.
You can
Okay,
start
sir.
introduce yourself.
Okay, sir. Okay, can I go ahead now? Mentor, you're breaking, but can I go ahead?
Okay, go ahead, please.
All right, Mentor, can you hear me clearly, please?
Go ahead, please. Go ahead, please.
Okay, Mentor. All right, actually my colleagues in the Circle 6, and we have a task at hand as we are supposed to go into Thailand, which is a new country, to propagate the
introduce what you are here
message,
for.
of MMM.
No, you need to introduce yourself. Introduce what your date, your school, your batch, your group number, your circle number presenting.
Okay. Our circle is we belong to batch 15, and our circle number is circle 06. Can I go ahead, Mentor?
Is that
Circle number is circle 06.
Are you composed at all?
I didn't hear that, sir. Yes, I am, Mentor. You're breaking. I'm not hearing you clearly. You're breaking. Yeah, I'm not hearing you clearly. That's why.
Then you need to check the internet, okay? Then you need to check the internet.
Okay, is it better now? Can I go on?
You need to introduce yourself, the school, and your batch, your group, and your circle.
Mentor, can I go on, please?
Yes, I hope you got me well, right?
Yeah, you asked me to introduce my group and go into the task.
Introduce your group, the school, the batch, the group, and the circle. Then introduce yourself and your other members who are to present. Then we can know there will be a break at the time.
All right. So I belong to the Guidance School, 2017 July batch. This is batch 15 and circle 6. My name is Emmanuel Oyewole. I have my colleagues in the house as well: Faniro Kazim, Akoni, Adeni, Emmanuel, Adeyemi, Victor Shegun. I have Wayo, Jeremiah, Vincent Ochibi, Nelson Oj Chegbe, Onyia Chukwemeka. We also have Avast Zubi. We have a task at hand. Our task basically is to go into the nation of Thailand to establish MMM there as a global community. So basically, Thailand, of course, we all know is in Asia, and our first to do a review of Thailand has of 68 million people approximately as our 2015 statistics. The capital of Thailand is Bangkok. The GDP is an average of 1.2 trillion as at this year, 2017. And of course, they have a labor force of over 39 million people. They have approximately 19 million Facebook users. And of course, their major language is Thai, which is what they speak majorly. They have primarily Buddhism, Islam, Christianity, and Hinduism as their religion. And their currency, Thai baht. So basically, to enable us to do this assignment, the first thing we will need to do is call a SWOT analysis of Thailand to review the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities, and the threats that the country, pose to our adventure. And basically, as part of the strengths, this is a very large population, like we saw in the review, over 60 million people. That's a large population, so that's a major strength for our adventure there. Also, they have a very good and healthy business environment. Matter of fact, Thailand is one of the with good economic policy. They have good internet, and they have a lot of tech savvy persons in Thailand. We all know Asia is growing big. There's a lot of codes and coders in those part of the world. So they are tech savvy. They have also there's low inflation and low cost of living. Weakness, basically, they are still average, or we may say fairly in the level of education. In education, they also average in the healthcare infrastructure. In terms of opportunities, like I said, they have a large population, and that's a good ground for MMM to have still live, within the poverty line. It makes this community viable there, because people basically will want to that will impact on their means of livelihood. So also, as part of the threats, basically, one of the major threats is the fact that as Africans going into an Asian country, people may be skeptical about our mission, knowing pretty well the mindset of a lot of persons regarding Africa. Coming from Nigeria, where we have a lot of stories as regards the likes, that may take chance, in terms of going to that community. Also, the government is a little strict on regulating threats, to our mission in that city or in that country. So basically, as our action, thing we're going to do is get into the capital city, which is Bangkok. We're going to the capital city of Bangkok, which is where everything is happening. It's a very cosmopolitan city that is large and has a lot of business opportunities. So we will go in there and we'll settle in there. As a matter of fact, in a bid to cut costs, knowing that we have a amount of resources, we will not rent hotels. What we will do is to have an accommodation, secure, say, a 2-3 bedroom for us. We'll bring now and then. So also, since we already have internet access as part of our tools, which we are equipped with, that will go a long way in reducing our costs. Of course, also what we will do as well is to try to make friends with some of the persons in the community. Knowing that we are new persons there, we will create friendship environment with some of the friends and people around there who can help us, gain entrance into that community. We will also try to get a protocol officer that will serve as a tour guide, taking us around places we don't know, and also help us in terms of logistics in that new community. So we also employ 1 or 2 persons that will help us in terms of interpretation, knowing fully well that not a very large majority of Thais, as they are called, speak English. So we need someone who will help us translate our communication, to them in the English language, in their own language, basically. So, and also we will secure a venue for our business presentations.
Sorry,
so that we will one-on-one meeting.
Hello, sorry, what's the language? The language.
Sir,
What do they speak?
I didn't get that, please.
I said, what do they speak as a language?
Yeah, they speak Thai. Their language is called Thai.
Okay. Go ahead, please.
Thai. That's what I speak. All right, Mentor. Thank you. So, like I was saying, the interpreters will help us in terms of communication, as we go into that land. So basically, we are going with a mission and a vision. Our vision basically is to go there and establish the ideology of MMM, in that land. And our mission basically will be to be able to, within our stay there, bring 500 participants, through the various campaigns that we'll be doing. Let's not forget that we are armed with $50,000, a one-time fee that we will need to work with. So basically, we have a breakdown of initial expenses as we go, tickets to Bangkok, accommodation, transportation, feeding, locations, our presentations as well. We'll be printing flyers and posters. We have electronic banners. We'll be having branded t-shirts and caps. Also, we'll be paying the translator, and basically we'll also be having take-home DVDs that people can go home with and get a message, in digital format. So, said we are armed with internet. We have internet communication. We'll be working as a team. We will have our basic as a team. We'll divide ourselves into 5 different groups, and as 5 groups, our first objective will be for each group to register 5 persons, doing one-on-one across our locality. When we divide into groups, then we can go on one-on-one campaign, and each group is expected to sign up at least a minimum of 25, cumulatively. Also, with the knowledge we have using the social media, we're going to be doing a lot of campaign online, using our Facebook community, using our various channels, YouTube channels, using Instagram and all that to propagate this campaign, knowing fully well that the level of literacy in terms of technology, it's a bit on the high side. So we will definitely use all the social media handles that we can garner to promote our message. So our action points basically will be one-on-one neighborhood, using the help of the guide and interpreters, to get across to the community. We will also train these people after we have signed them up, to also be advocates rather of the community. Basically, one of the ways to win people's hearts is through religion. Religion is a very instrument. So we intend to work with community leaders as well as religious leaders in the environment where we will be lodging, to try to make them buy into this ideology, knowing fully well that for each of them that we're able to buy, we're able to get on our side, their followers also will be easy to take. So we believe strongly that when we are able to get these religious leaders, into the community, it will be easy for us to be able to gain access to the people they lead, because believable. Aside from the one-on-one, we have a lot of large-scale presentations. Like I said, in the budget, we have plans for that. We'll be getting locations, halls or hotels, as the case may be, to have large-scale presentations. Where we also the idea is to, after we've done a lot of one-on-one, the people that we have gotten will be our major prospects, and then they also can go and invite people, to come into the presentation. So through that, we believe that we'll be able to have a large crowd, on our presentations. And of course, we'll also be doing a lot of promotions, creating videos, and also doing a lot of campaign online. So basically, after doing this, we believe that on the average, after the first week, we should be able to achieve this range of 50 registrations per day. So that means in 6 days, taking out Sunday, we'll be able to have registered 300 persons. On the average, let's say the 300 persons contributes an average of $300. Of course, the one-time bonus, of $20 will be applicable in that sense. So on the long run, what will have been contributed to the community on that first week in terms of page will be $90,000. Then the total bonus of the first PH will be $6,000. Then the 30% contributions that people will get on that $27,000. Then on the total, we are garnering a total of $133,000 in the first week. In the first week. So basically, like I said, in the first week, our vision is to have registered like 300 persons that week, that means cumulatively we will have gathered $90,000 in terms of PH funds. Also, so if that's the case, over the couple of weeks, we can then work at increasing, using the principle of geometric progression to get more and more people registered, into the program. So, in other words, based on the number of persons we've been able to refer and to get in, the calculated bonus for 50 participants, that were referred, basically thousands, and consequently, the total amount that the first set of participants, will be able to get in will be $124,500, dollars. By the time we take out the $90,000 that was generated as against the one, sorry, by the time we take out the $90,000 that were paid out as against the $124,000 that was generated, we'll have an outstanding balance of $34,500. So within the next 3 weeks, if we keep at this momentum, of course, each person still doing their job, one person referring people, and the new participant also recruiting their fellow persons, will be able to increase the amount of funds, that we bring into the community. Over the space of 3 weeks, we'll register 500 new participants, $1,500, all things being equal. So, again, so basically the same dynamics, applies to the referrals that we'll be able to get in. I'm trying to move to the next slide, excuse me. Excuse me. All right, so on the next task. Sorry, excuse me, 1 minute. So basically, on the next task, basically, task 3, a month has passed. The same plan for another month on the basis of results of calculations, taking into account the dynamics of the growth, the number of participants over 4 weeks. So after 4 weeks, we believe that keeping at that same momentum that we began with, we will have been able to generate enough funds to keep the community going, to also win people's trust, because basically it's about trust. People will definitely want to see the results of their actions in the community. People will want to see if we can be trusted, and we can win, keep to our words, and to ensure that each person receives help, as at when due. And of course, basically the way we can do that is to ensure that at each point in time, the amount of PH is always more than the amount of GH. Otherwise, there will be a challenge, in the system or in the community. I say something, Mentor?
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, sure. All right. So, like I said, the only way we'll be able to ensure that continues is to ensure that each point in time, the amount.
Please mute your mics. Please mute your mics. Except the presenter, please mute your mics. Okay, there's a vibration. Please mute your mics. Vicent, mute your mic. You can continue, please.
All right, thank you. So, like I said, the only way we'll be able to win their trust is to ensure that at each point in time, people get a person when due, and of course, at each point in time as well, the amount of PH exceeds the amount of GH. So, like if we continue in that same stead of an average of 50 new referrals, on a weekly basis, That means over the amount of 3 weeks, we would have been able to generate an average of $115,500. By the time we are paying, bonuses and also paying GH funds to pay back 500 new participants, we're looking at $205,000 plus $1,500 referral bonus, which amounts to $206,500. A starting balance will now amount to 206,500 minus 115,500, which will now leave us with $91. So by the time we look at the review of how much we have spent and how much has come in, we look at the amount we have spent over time. We have $27,000. The leftover amount would have been $30,200. New member registered in a week, average of 300, like I said. The new member registered over a week. Over the next week as well, we increase to about 800. And like I said, an average of $300 contribution over time. When we have that over the space of 500 new participants, talking about $1,050,000. Referral bonuses also comes to mind here. Over the whole calculation, we'll be having an outstanding of $91,000. So basically, we'll need to carry out more campaigns as the weeks run by. We'll also be majoring our focus, in the higher institutions of learning, universities, polytechnics, and college of education in Thailand. I feel that there will be a lot of people there who will be able to apply into the community. Are you talking, Mentor?
Go ahead, please.
All right.
Go ahead,
participants, I can hear you. So basically, another way we'll be able to. Mentor, I can't hear you, please. Your line is breaking.
Not me, please. I think there's a vibration. Vincent, can you please mute your mic before I get you out of there? Please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So I said another way we'll be able to sustain the community will be to ensure that at each point in time, we don't just register persons, but we also train them. Training is very key, and that accounts for why we are also currently going through the guidance school. I mean, as a matter of fact, any community that wants to be sustained must have people who can drive ideology. We'll take training very seriously. We'll ensure that people don't just provide help and get help, but get trained in the whole ideology surrounding MMM, and they also can in turn go out and also propagate this message. So training will be very strong on training, and ensuring that we also raise other guiders who can sustain the community, over time. We'll engage the guiders in different competitions, and we'll ensure that we challenge them, with different tasks and different online and offline participations, in a way to generate more registration. So just like it's been done over here in Nigeria, where they are assigned tasks for people to carry out, of course, with prizes and rewards. We'll do same over there. People can win rewards like TV sets, cash prizes, branded T-shirts, and all that, all in a bid to ensure that the community keeps growing and the message, goes out to the people. So for our task for 2 months have gone by. The number of participants and deposits we have calculated. After a week of start of the month, there is no holiday in Thailand, which is celebrated during the week. In this period, activity just falls by 75%. That'll be a major setback, no doubt. That'll be a major setback. We have to make a plan of action for a month. What resources and how should we use them? The right amount of contribution as part of the government system. So basically, by virtue of the holiday, if a setback, well, assuming that a setback happens, that will be a major challenge for us. What we will need to do is to instill confidence to ensure that people do not panic. Naturally, people will want to panic. They want to be scared. They will want to fret. But we'll ensure that we try to communicate to them that there's no point to panic. Basically, we will now intensify on our campaign to ensure that we register new entrants into the community. So keeping up with our major goal of 300 participants every week. By the time we continue with that, we'll be able to raise $9,000 extra on a weekly basis. Sorry, someone saying something?
No. You go ahead, please.
Okay, so doing that, we'll be able to raise an extra $90,000 on a weekly basis. Not forgetting that the old participants also are still contributing, to the system. So over the course of 3 weeks, we'll have been able to generate as much as 900 new entry into the system. So with that, we'll be able to reshove the system and ensure that the shortfall, does not affect the system negatively. So the next thing, if that plan does not work, then we will need to action. And most times when that happens, we may have no option than to enforce the past mode period over the past year, during the December period. As much as that may cause some panic as well, we will need to properly manage that and make the people understand that this is being done, in their own interests, and to also ensure that when the post mode comes on board, we'll work on every modality to ensure that accounts are unfrozen. So we will still definitely continue with our campaign, our offline and online campaigns, ensuring that we'll do more presentations, print more t-shirts, we will do more brand items, do more community, move into more community. If need be, we may need to do some community service that will not cost us way too much in a bid to stamp our ideology in the minds of the people. So with this, we'll be able to project an average of, considering the fact that there may be a pause and all that, an average of say 125 new participants as against the 300 we're benchmarking against before. That we continue moving the community forward. And also not forgetting the fact that we may also encourage participants to provide help, in Bitcoins, knowing the benefits that accrues from that. Forgetting the fact that we will also ensure that at each point in time, people can get help regarding their inquiries. People can always call, make inquiries, and ensure that their inquiries are responded to, at each point in time. So, bearing this in mind, we think that with all these, we'll be able to, at least to a reasonable point, sustain the community and see how we can take things to the next level. So, like I said, this will cause panic, no doubt, but we'll try and shut down the panic. We will ensure that people retain their belief in the system. We will ensure that communication is very, we will never leave them in the dark at each point in time. We will ensure that we continue to communicate to them, and at each point in time, always dish out the message to them, just like it was done here in Nigeria in December when all the pulse mode had to be put in place. So at this point, communication is very key. We also need to educate the people that pulse mode does not mean that their monies are lost. It only means that there's a temporal holds or temporary freeze, of funds. Of course, that's in everybody's interest as well. So definitely, we know that the government may at this point now kick in, and the media also will not help matters. But with farm contributions, with education, that we can be able to sustain the belief of those people, just like was in Nigeria. I keep using it just a point of reference because it was a great work that was done at that point in time, managing people's expectations as against media anxiety and government regulations and all that. So we were assured at this point we carry out more aggressive seminars to educate people about the MMM community, and of course about the sustainability, of the system. So be that as it may, we'll also try to use the mass media largely. I mean, the mass media largely to ensure that when the restart happens, people are aware and people can aware to join to keep up. I mean, their participation in the community. And basically, we have examples of countries that have gone through the post mode and have come out of it. I mean, Nigeria is an example. South Africa is an example as well. They have gone through the post at different points in time, and they came out stronger. So that would be a valid point for us. That would be a learning a point of reference. I meant to say. I mean, for us to say that at each point in time, even when we go through the post mode, it doesn't mean that's the end of the system, and things can still definitely work out fine. I think I want to stop at this point, Mentor.
Okay. Well, but you hit the. Can you hear me, please? Hello.
I didn't get that, sir.
Can you hear me? Can you all hear me?
I'm hearing you, Mentor. I can hear you. Just break it back.
Yes, I mean, you hit the nail on the head. Just that towards the end of this thing, you have just only 6 stacks here. Why? Wow. Hello.
Is it 6, Mentor? We have 7 there.
You have 6. I can see.
Yeah, it's 7, Mentor, not 6.
You can see the numbering, Can you please check
It should
again?
be 7, sir, not 6.
Okay, now can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Hello?
Yeah, I can see your screen. I can see your screen. I can see your screen.
This is a tax 6.
Yes, I can.
Have the plan. You have a plan of action here.
I can see your screen.
So where's tax 7? Where's tax 7? Tax 7, what's tax 7? Where's tax 7, please? Hello?
I'm trying. Let me go through. I'm trying to go through it. The plan of action is that's what accounts for plans. I mean, tax 7. Apparently, I think that we just missed that. I'm putting it out there. That will have plan of action on slide 27.
Okay.
Yes, please.
I think you hit the nail on the head a bit, but I saw some little things there which I don't like the way you handle your tax 7 at all. I don't like
Do you
the way
like
you
it?
handle it at all.
Okay.
All we're looking for but you need to work more on the tax 7, okay? You need to work more on the tax 7 because it's very, very important, because that it will be like a strategy, to bring in more people back into this system. You need to work more on your tax 7. Okay? I can see that all of you were present. That really amazed me. It's surprising that all of you are present. It means that it's really a group work, okay? It means a group work. That's why I don't even know what to say that to it. Okay, in this, I'm work more on your tax 7, okay?
Okay, sir.
Work more
Okay.
on your tax 7 tonight.
Okay.
Then let your leader PM me while I send you my mail. You send a copy of this to me. I hope you've all done the preparatory assignment
Yeah, sure. I think we should all have done that.
because while marking approving tax, I have to check with the preparatory assignment and your attendance. If you fail to have one out of them, that means you have to come over again. That is it. I told you from the initial. I know most of the people in tax 7, you were nowhere to be found. Most of it from tax 7 upward. Most of you never attended the daily meetings. Why? Why you guys? Why did you run away? Why? Most of you didn't take to what the normal instruction that you need to get from the daily tax to the daily tax. Most of you ran away, and most of you were like submitting what is not right. I keep correcting and correcting and correcting. At the same time, you were getting it all wrong, all because you failed to listen to what to get key to the guidelines and instruction being given during the daily meetings. Well, I have to be strict with you towards this final hand. If you fail to do the necessary, you will not get upgraded. Okay, so please try as much as possible to do all necessary tonight. And anything from tomorrow, the business, the preparatory assignment, assignment, I get 3 tasks about that. Okay. When you fail to do them tonight, and you get them submitted tonight, I'm telling you, it may be hard for you. And you are vast, I don't know. How did you get a link to the what? To Circle 6? Why have you been, as in there, loitering around with Circle 6 members? Why are you in Circle 7? I don't know. Why you're in Circle 6? We're dealing with Circle 5 members. Why?
She might release already now.
So please, you need to work on your text 7. After done, your leader needs to send me the copy of it. You have two formats of this document in the PowerPoint. In the Microsoft PowerPoint, you need to key to this now. Microsoft PowerPoint, if you check what the business game instruction, you will say, as I told you, I want the Microsoft PowerPoint format and also the Google slide. You need
Yeah,
to
sure,
add
mentor.
it.
We have it in those two.
Okay,
Yes, sir, we have it
you
in those
send
two.
your PowerPoint to my mail. I'll give it to you. Then again, the slide, try and work on tax 7 again. Okay, when you work on
Okay.
tax 7, then send it to me through the PM, Skype PM. Then I look into it. When I look into it, then I'll give an approval that you can go ahead to do what to submit the business game links and the feedback video. And at the same time, please, the leader, you need to send the names of all members of the circle to me personally in the PM. Okay? Hello?
And mentor, you send the name of everyone to you. Okay, I heard that.
Okay, you send the names of the members to me personally so that I can know while I'm marking, I'll know who to mark and who not to
Oh,
mark. Okay? You need to send them all tonight and work on your at 7 tonight. Then
okay,
I'll get
mentor. I'll do that. I'll do that. Sorry,
okay. Okay, what is your question again? Your
okay, okay.
question? You're asking a
So sorry,
question.
how did you say you're gonna?
How what? Hello? Hello?
How did you say we will get your email again, please? I didn't get that.
Okay, send me the
Your
private
email.
message. If when you send me the private message, I'll send it to
Okay,
you.
okay.
Because you need to introduce yourself
All
as a circle leader to a particular circle. Do you understand?
right.
So that's the way it works. So thanks
All right,
you
Mentor.
so much, everyone. You've really done well. You've done well. I know I can comment on that. Just only about your work. It's 7. But because you all are here, you stay from the initial to the end. I'm speechless about it. I don't know what to say. I don't know the question to ask you guys. So kudos to you guys and congratulations.